Ben stands alone, facing an empty field and a vacant vegetable stand. Painted in large yellow letters on the abandoned semi-truck trailer are the words "Sweet Corn." What Ben failed to realize is that sweet corn is as far out of season as he is out of place, and that the message displayed on the trailer carries only its words at this time of year. One's initial impression of men like Ben and I are generally similar for that of a middle-aged man. However, I would consider myself as more of the type of man who delivers messages, whereas Ben is more of the type of man to receive them, as we will soon see. Ben holds both bags of corn like newborn babies in his arms.
Hiya, Fran.
He says with a smile.
What do you got there?
Fran is careful to stay on her side of the fence.
Oh, this? Just some sweet corn for the sweetheart. She's making a surprise recipe tonight. Can you guess what the main ingredient is? Corn! Can you believe the corn stand was closed, though? Drove all the way there and have been gone all day for nothing. I hope she doesn't mind me taking so long.
Fran decides against her curiosities.
I'm sure she's okay. You have a great night, Ben.
Honey, I'm home. So listen, the stand I went to was closed. Where's the coat rack?
Ben calls out, puzzled, as he begins to notice things are missing.
Brenda?
And as they say, all good things come to an end. In our case, the good thing is the end. Take care of yourself, Ben. Sincerely, Brenda. P.S. I hate corn, remember? She left you, Ben.
Ben's eyes remain locked on the note.
No, she'll be back.
She's gone.
No, she'll be back.
That note sounds pretty serious.
It does, doesn't it? Wait, what?
I said she sounded pretty serious in that note.
Said the returning voice.
Who said that? She's not gone. She's not serious. She'll be back.
I saw the whole thing, Benjamin. I've been here the entire time.
Wait, am I talking to a ghost?
A ghost? No, it's me. Your house.
Well, I mean, why haven't you spoken to me before?
Maybe you just haven't been listening.
So she just left?
Ben calls out, wondering if the voice, his house, is still with him.
Well, yes. Are you surprised?
What's that supposed to mean?
Come on. You two haven't been good for a while. Remember, I see everything, hear everything. Have you ever heard the saying, if these walls could talk? Well, they're talking, Ben. Start listening. It's not a matter of if anymore.
So what am I supposed to do now? Is that it? Should I go after her? Leave her be? Stay here alone?
Sell me? Don't you dare sell me, Benjamin. Houses hate being sold. Makes us feel dirty, like we're unwanted.
But what if someone was willing to buy
Still,
you?
I cannot be bought. What do you think I am?
As Ben opens his mouth to reply, he realizes that it may be best not to state the obvious.
You know, Benjamin, this could be a fresh start full of new opportunities. But with me, that clock you're holding, you like it, right?
The house has calmed and carries a subtle seduction in her voice.
Well, yeah, that's why I bought it. But Brenda...
Brenda isn't here anymore. You should hang it wherever you want.
Ben remembers the day he bought this clock. He and Brenda had spent what could be considered an unnecessary amount of time talking about filling the empty space on the wall. But by the time Ben could find a prospective clock, Brenda had already filled the spot with a clock of her preference. Judging the wall as if it were a blank canvas, Ben picks a spot.
That looks great. Go ahead.
Ben is interrupted again, but this time by a thought of his own.
Is this going to...
No, I'll just feel a little prick. Ow! Benjamin, is everything all right?
I've just never spent the night in this house. Here, alone before.
You're not alone, Benjamin. I'm here.
But you're not right here, you're... there.
I'm everywhere. And you should really consider getting rid of that ring. It holds too many bad memories now. You've had a long day. You really should get some sleep.
Ben suddenly remembers a step in his nightly routine.
I forgot to lock the door.
Already taken care of.
Ben can't help but be impressed.
You're amazing. Oh, by the way, you can call me Ben.
Good night, Ben. Good morning, Ben. Did you sleep all right?
Yeah. Are we... Is this still happening?
Ben is quickly interrupted by the grumbling of his stomach.
Are you hungry?
The house asks cheerfully.
I could eat.
I'll meet you in the kitchen. I just whipped something up with whatever you had in the fridge.
Wow. This is amazing.
The positive impression the house is making on Ben cannot be denied.
Oh, this corn. This is the stuff. Can you believe Brenda doesn't like corn? What went on in that mind of hers, I'll never know. I could eat this every day.
The next 7,200 minutes, Ben and his home would find themselves in what is known as the honeymoon stage, a point in a relationship where solitude is no longer bliss and any thoughts of negativity fail to be exorcised.
Whoa. What are you doing?
Ben freezes, knowing he's been caught.
What?
He says innocently.
I'm just cleaning
You
up.
can't just sweep things under the rug. That's exactly what you did with Brenda. You're just covering up the problem.
Problem? What problem? So it's a little dirt. I'll get it later. We shouldn't have a problem after everything I just did for you.
Ben, you can't just cover up what you refuse to deal with. If that's how you're going to act, you should consider sweeping yourself out the door after you're done with the rug.
The fear of being left alone again suddenly finds its way into Ben's mind.
Let me make it up to you.
He desperately suggests.
You've done so much for me. Let me cook dinner for you tonight.
You're going to cook.
The house asks doubtfully.
Yeah. Consider it date night. Be prepared to be blown away by this corn salad. It's my mother's old recipe.
While Ben beams over the meal he has prepared, Fran looks over into Ben's window with not only peeking eyes, but peeking curiosities as well.
Hey, look at this.
What is it?
It's Ben. I'm worried about him. He hasn't ventured past the sidewalk in a week. Wasn't he in a bowling league or something on Thursday nights?
I'm sure it was just canceled. And besides, he works from home. I'd stay at home and avoid all unnecessary human interaction if I could. I'm sure he's fine. Don't worry about other people so much.
Oh, but honey, he's literally talking to the walls.
Isn't this great? You, me, this beautiful meal.
It is nice.
Hey, you know what we should do next time? We should go out and try that new Italian place that just opened up downtown. I hear the polenta's heavenly. What? What did I say?
And just how do you expect me to go downtown? Are we going to rent a truck and just plop me on it?
I just thought it'd be nice. I guess I didn't think it through. I want to do more with you. You just never get out.
That's just like you, never thinking things through. Do you hear yourself sometimes?
Yeah, I do. And I think I sound like a real human being. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I wasn't...
Thinking things through? I think you should sleep on the couch tonight.
Good night. Thanks.
So, how you been? Haven't seen very much of you.
Ben does not want Fran knowing he is upset about anything or anyone.
I'm great. I've just been swamped with work and fixing up the house. I've also started seeing someone new, and you could say it's getting pretty serious.
Oh?
Oh, yeah. She's great. I mean, sometimes we argue, but that's normal. It probably has something to do with her plumbing this time of the year, you know?
I just, never see anyone coming or going from your place, but, glad to hear you're doing well. Buddy, we were worried about you after we found out Brenda left. You and your new girlfriend should come over for drinks sometime. We'd love to meet her.
Oh, I'd love to, but she feels more comfortable at our place. I'd love to have you and what's his name over for dinner and drinks, though. I think you both really like her. She's just a stay-at-home kind of girl.
We'll figure something out. Take care of yourself, Ben.
These were the last words of Brenda's note.
Ben? Ben, you there?
What? Yeah. I said, sounds good. Nice to see you too. Anything for breakfast?
This is probably the best breakfast you've ever made. I think I'm really starting to like my eggs runny. And the corn. The corn is delicious.
The lack of response begins to worry Ben.
Are we okay?
I think you know what needs to be done. Compliments don't fix everything. Last night was the closest I've come to blowing a fuse. I can't keep quiet about this anymore.
We'll get rid of it.
Today.
Today.
No need to rush. Take your time.
Ben freezes at the sound of these words, for these were the final words Brenda spoke to him that day she sent him out to run errands. As Ben twirls the ring in his hand, he cannot help but think of all the memories he and Brenda had together. As Ben makes his way up the front steps, he paused briefly to collect himself. He didn't want the house to see him appearing nervous. He takes a deep breath. This time the door does not open for him, and Ben begins to feel a familiar sense of emptiness.
Honey? I'm home.